Oh, oops. Magnetic screwdriver. It will both help you out and steal your screws. I mean, I'm starting to question everything at this point. Oh my God. Oh, thank the Lord. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dani Marie AUC, and for those who don't know, I have been in the process of moving for the past few weeks, and it's been an adventure. But this should be the first real sneak peek into what the new place looks like. I'm not gonna show you guys the house today. This is not a house tour video, but that is coming eventually. Today, we're going to focus on this little square, and it's part of my day job. So come along with me while we set some things up and make some things look cute, maybe. Let's jump in. For those who don't know, so my day job is babysitting. I am essentially a daytime nanny. And I just have one kid that I babysit. She is a toddler. And what I want to create is sort of a safe space for her that sort of draws her in, sort of keeps her away from the things she's not supposed to get into, which she probably will get into them anyway. But you know, toddlers, they're adventurous little things. But we're gonna do our best to set up a cute play area and make it inviting and accessible to tiny toddler hands. So first I want to talk about these foam. Normally they're foam squares. You've seen them in play schools, and some of you may have them in your house. Well, I found this on Amazon. I can link it below for you guys. They're triangles. This is triangle, the very triangle in piece with the finishing pieces on the edges, which I love. But this is really thick foam. I will get the packaging in just a minute and read you guys off the specs, but the fun thing about this is from a distance, it looks like a nice rug. And I mean, maybe from a distance to me, it looks like a rug anyway. I don't know what it looks like to everybody else, but standing on it and sitting on it is so comfortable because this foam is so thick. I love it. Okay, I was gonna do a video of me putting this together, but my lovely partner put it together while I was working on the podcast the other night because I did not tell him I wanted to put it together for a video. That's okay. It's fine. It was very sweet. But he actually chose one of the patterns that I had said I really liked on the box anyway. And like I said, I'm gonna get that packaging to show you guys. But these foam blocks are like the square ones. They fit together like a puzzle piece, but because these are triangles, you can make various different layouts and designs. So for those who can't really see it, it is basically a very light cream, almost white color, a light gray, and then a darker gray. And right now it's in one of those sort of zigzag patterns with stripes. So dark gray, light gray, white, dark gray, white, light gray, dark gray, kind of a mirror, you know, of itself. But geometric patterns are some of my favorite. They're bold, so you don't end up with these small prints where if I drop something on the floor, I cannot tell whether it's the print on the rug or something I dropped. That is a struggle as someone who is visually impaired. I deal with that a lot, and that's been a constant worry when trying to decide what kind of rugs to get, or trying to decide what kind of print on our couches to get, or trying to figure out if a flooring is gonna work for me, or countertop, or, you know, insert other surfaces here, because honestly that applies to everything, even dishes and things you wouldn't think about. But yeah, let me get the packaging for this and we will go over it, and that will be the first step in setting up this little play area. Okay, sorry. Little homage to our beloved Alex Trebek, who recently passed away. Oh, many of us loved him, loved Jeopardy. It's hard to imagine that one day they may actually replace him on that show. And you know, it's not really a show. It's not really the same without him. But anyway, This is actually the packaging the foam box came in. It is essentially a clear plastic rectangle cube. But they actually put mesh sides on this bag, which I thought was pretty high quality because sometimes you get foam squares and things and they stink. And you know, as somebody who's visually impaired, sorry about all the noise, smell is really important to us. So I really appreciated that detail. Anyway, this is pretty much the packaging. And it says it's a play mat. It is designed to be a play mat for children. Our neutral play mat provides a safe and inviting surface for your little one. It comes with 3 neutral shades, so you have endless pattern combinations on how to place all 72 triangles and 24 border pieces. Made with 100% non-toxic EVA foam. It is 5/8 of an inch thick. That's kind of what I was looking for. Or 15 millimeters for those of you who are familiar with the, you know, the metric system. Unlike us in America, but on one side, it has lovely patterns that you can put this together in. But there are some really cute geometric ones from anywhere, like the one we have here, to ones that kind of look like squares turned one way and then 4 more squares reoriented a different way, and like they're really hard to describe. They kind of remind me of quilt squares. If you guys are familiar with the shapes of quilt squares, that's what they remind me of. And then you have one down here in the corner that is literally just horizontal stripes of the varying colors. So if you're not into fancy designs, you can just go with horizontal stripes. So that's the foam mat. Next, what I'm gonna do is get these few toys that I have here picked up because she has been staying here a few days already. And I'm gonna clean up, I'm gonna vacuum, and then we're going to get my Ikea table, my very first Ikea project, and I'm gonna attempt to assemble it. So we're gonna see how it goes. All right, let's get into it. Oh, I just caught my pinky toenail on the edge of this box. That did not feel good. I have now vacuumed, shifted the rug around, attempted to tape some poorly attached outlet covers to the wall, and I'm not sure they can really be fixed. One of them doesn't even have a box behind it. But you know what? I did the best I could. So I do have some of these plastic outlet covers that I'm going to put in this outlet right here. I'm thinking of the only tool I have in my hand literally is a knife to cut the tape on this box. I think I did briefly open this to look inside and make sure it was what I thought it was. There we go. It really didn't want to loosen up. Come on. Come on. All right. Oh, the tape literally just stuck back to the box. That's, don't worry, I'm not going to cut towards my hand. I'm going to move it way over here. Okay. It was taped very tightly. I'm going to cut down the 2 sides here. Ooh. Love it when your knife's so sharp, it just immediately starts cutting into the box rather than the tape, which is, I mean, a sign of a very sharp knife, but also not what you wanted. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned, this is an Ikea Flisat table. It is a children's table where the 2 pieces on the top lift up so that you can put storage bins underneath. And I think the storage bins are called Trofast. I'm almost certain that's what they're called. I'll link all this below if you guys really want it. It's Ikea. This was not their cheapest table, but I really wanted the extra storage. Really big on the paper here, it says Flisat. And this, honestly, the directions show I may need to go find a screwdriver. But that's fine, I have screwdrivers. I love that the first direction is literally a guy standing, holding out the instruction booklet, like, first, grab your instructions, we're ready. But yeah, I love it, I love it. Don't you love directions? These are really big, by the way, but they're all image directions. Like there's no text or nothing. Okay, it looks like we're putting the middle bar in the table first. So there is a bar that goes in the tabletop between the two. These are the two panels that go over the storage containers. Okay. Plenty of cardboard strips. Ikea appears to know how to package things very well. Oh, yep, they really do. This is essentially to weigh down and space the rest of the table. I'm impressed. I haven't ordered a lot from Ikea, honestly. Really, well, this is the first thing I've ever ordered from Ikea. So we're gonna see. You know, people always complain about Ikea and how hard it is to put together. This is the table leg. How short it is very cute. I don't know if that's in frame, guys. This is my first time shooting like this. So I'm just gonna hope for the best because I'm not putting this table together twice. So there's that. Anyway, we're just gathering our pieces and putting them together. The little table is right here. Just trying to make sure I don't miss any little pieces. Okay. Oh. It's got a very nice smooth finish. They have sanded the edges, now mostly rounded. Okay. Well, this is it. I am missing the screw packets, which means I did indeed, hopefully, overlook them. There we go. They were taped flush inside this piece of cardboard. Okay, it's really not that many pieces. It looks like, oh yeah, it's 4 screws and 4 wooden plugs. Okay, all right. Let's see if this needs, oh, yep, no, well, there it is. It does need to be upside down. Okay, my bad. It has to be flipped the other way. The screw holes are on the front. And I think the fun part will be lining them up. Okay. Oh, this is the bottom. That's the, oh. Now that I can clearly see the brackets that the table legs are going in. This is in fact the bottom of the table. Okay. All right. Yep. Yep, you do put this in the top and then you flip it over. And then we are going to fasten the screws. So I will indeed have to go find a screwdriver. Phillips head. 5 minutes later. But I have a Phillips screwdriver. I think the fun thing about moving into a new place is getting to pick where everything goes. But the really hard thing about moving into a new place is having to pick where everything goes. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, you do get to make it work for you, but also it's really hard making those decisions. Like, is it going to be good here? Is it going to be good there? But you know, the thing I keep telling myself is that, you know what, if I hate where something is, I can just move it, which I really never had before. I guess I could use my knife for this, but you know, why? Why? What did you make 4 screws for? Okay, well, I better look at the directions because... Okay, I might need them upside right. You guys did not see me trying to read the, okay. Okay, I see the two screws go in either side of this table where the center bar connects. And I don't know if you guys know anything about screwing things into other things, but I know with computer parts, it's generally best to work, oh, there you go. Look, I lined it up. I think it must have been cut well so that it just doesn't give you too many problems when you're trying to line it up the other holes, but we're gonna find out when we actually start trying to screw it in. But yeah, so often what you need to do when you're screwing in, especially a square shape screw pattern, so like you have four squares. So you have 4 screws that you need to screw in. Normally you go in a diagonal pattern, so you'll do like top right, bottom left, bottom right, top left, you know? And that way you get them evenly tightened down. So I learned that when I was doing my computer build. Did I get the right size? I might have gotten one that was slightly too big, but I think it's working. Oh, oops. Magnetic screwdriver. It will both help you out and still your screws. Somebody's watching me do this and they're like, yeah, she's not doing any of that right. And that's fine. You know, I can't even, you know what? What else are all of these cardboard spacers for other than to help me out? So here we go. Okay. I always feel like such a genius when I figure something stupid similar, like stupid simple out that's also very practical. And I know I'm probably not the only one, but yeah, so I did get the right size screwdriver. I thought maybe it would just fall into place if I got it in the right general area, because sometimes that's how things work out. For those who are blind or visually impaired, I am still sitting on the floor. I have sped up this clip because I tried for a weirdly long amount of time to figure out why these screws were not going into the wood the way I expected them to. But keep watching because I do correct my mistakes in just a few minutes. I'm turning it the right way. For those of you asking, I do in fact have experience using a screwdriver, and I do in fact know that righty is tighty and lefty is loosey. The thing is, there are no pre-drilled holes. You're supposed to put these wooden pegs in these holes, which I knew initially would come in, but for some reason I completely overlooked it in the directions. And I would like to blame that on my visual impairment, but I'm honestly not sure that I can, because it was just me not reading the directions right and just kind of trying to go with the flow, which I have done before and sometimes works out well. Now, now let's try that again. They're not biting on anything. They're just, and there's no way to have misaligned them since I finally put the wooden pegs in. I'm gonna put these screws in these holes so I don't lose them, and I'm going to go get the electric screwdriver. This is an electric screwdriver set. It's pretty new. Okay, it's turning the right way. Somebody's probably watching this and going, Danielle's about to ruin that table. Let's hope not, because oh my God. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, that's all we needed was some more torque. I cannot believe it. I'm just so glad the problem wasn't me. I'm gonna be real honest, because come on, you can do it. There it goes. Now to the easy part. These are already, they already have nice big like bolts in them, and we just literally line them up with the corresponding hole in this bracket built into the table. And, oh, did they thread these backwards? Nope, there we go. These are pretty sturdy filling table legs, honestly. That's pretty nice. So these are, I haven't really described these very well, sorry guys. These are like a solid 2-inch in diameter table legs. legs, and they're really lightweight wood. This whole table is a very light wood color. Probably something you would kind of expect from Ikea. But the panels that fit inside the top of the table are actually white. So it's got that kind of, well, Scandinavian vibe to it. And I mean, I like that vibe. Like, this house doesn't have a lot of that in it. It's an interesting mixture of modern and antique kind of styles. The cabinet paint jobs are antiqued, meaning they're a little roughed up, and they were done that on purpose because they were newly renovated. There's like marble countertops. Honestly, we got really lucky with this place, which I will talk more about. And I have shared a little bit about it in the podcast. If you guys don't listen to the podcast that my friend Josh and I do, it is called Freedom Up Close. And it's sort of a combination of the two of our projects, Albinism Up Close and his 9 to Freedom, where he talks about bioptic driving and whatnot. So we both have albinism, and we just chat about things we love and things we don't love. And it's Freedom Up Close. It is hosted by Anchor, but you can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, TuneIn, all the podcast platforms. These are the panels, and they're reversible. They're actually pretty good. I guess if you really mess up one, because children tend to find new ways, creative ways to be destructive. But you just literally set them into this inset channel on the table, and there is a little half circle cut out in one side of each panel. So it gives you a finger-sized place to lift the panel up and pull it out. And I do have a storage box for this, which I will get. You just stick your finger in the little divot there, pull this out, and you just put it in here. And it looks like 2 of these are the smallest bin option that they have. I will probably be ordering some more, but it looks like 2 of these fit here. I have ordered the stools. Also, there are little stools that go with this, but despite the fact that they still say they should be delivered on October 30th, and it is well into November, they have not been processed yet. So thanks, Ikea. They're a little backed up. I think everybody's doing home renovations. On that note, I want to say one last thing about the podcast. I forgot to mention this earlier. Our podcast is more adult friendly for those of you who are younger watching, because I only say that because we do not filter our profanity on the podcast. So if you're a parent, that is a heads up, and I do apologize for that. If you're an adult watching my channel, please feel free to jump over there. If that's not something that bothers you, can be a bit of a potty mouth, very passionate, but I can also show restraint. As I do on this channel, I definitely try and make this channel more family friendly, so you guys know. That does mean a lot to me, that I can appeal to a lot of people and not just a small subset of people, because, I mean, where's the fun in that? Everybody should get to enjoy some kind of weird entertainment. I hope that I'm entertaining anyway. But I think that's been enough. I will insert a finished photo if I get this finished before this video goes up. If I don't, check out my Instagram and my Twitter, because I will probably be posting it there. Thank you guys for sitting with me while I fail several different ways to assemble this Ikea table, and finally do complete it at the end. But as always, until next time, stay curious. Bye.